McLaren's back in the news again. Welcome back to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Junk Drawer. UAE buys McLaren after carmaker suffers record losses. Alright, it's been a wild ride for car companies. British supercar maker McLaren has been sold to an Abu Dhabi sovereign wealth fund in a deal presided over by the Emirates Crown Prince. McLaren posted record losses of 925 million euros, which is basically $1,100,000,000 in 2023. That's up from 350 million euros last year. They held the signing ceremony witnessed by Sheikh Khaled bin Mohammed bin Zinde Al Niyam. I don't think I pronounced his name correctly, my apologies. And Emirates Crown Prince. They described the acquisition as a defining moment in CYVN's vision to build a leading global connected mobility platform. I hope they don't go that route. I really don't. I don't see that, being a winning combination for them. They're worried about, CYN is a part of NIO, the car company, the Chinese car company. And so I'm hoping they don't do that. I mean, also what happened was this agreement follows a turmoil McLaren had, which required Multica, is the investment fund, to repeatedly pump millions of pounds into the car maker to keep it afloat. And then it prompted Bahrain's wealth fund to hire Wall Street bankers from JP Morgan to sell this off. Multica has owned a majority stake in McLaren since like 2007. But in 2020, the fund joined other shareholders to provide like 300 million euros. No, excuse me, 300 million pounds of emergency cash infusion to the car maker. They were financially devastated by the whole pandemic. Another billion was raised the following year through measures including the sale and leaseback of the company's Woking headquarters. That was their headquarters designed for McLaren by CEO at the time, and then they sold it, and then they getting it leased back to them. And then what's even worse, a part sale of the company's heritage car collection was also sold to raise more funds. Honestly, I think once people got their hands into it, allegedly now, so I don't get sued, once they got their hands and their finances into it and they had a controlling stake, they can say, hey, sell me those cars. Because obviously you can't get some of those McLaren cars. I'm pretty sure that a few F1 cars were sold to somebody that wanted some F1 cars and they weren't being sold at the time. The company's annual losses ballooned from like 350 million pounds to 925 million pounds in 2023. And that was according to what was published in October. I mean, after sales plummeted from 560 million to 377 million euros, pounds, excuse me. I mean, the business sales dropped by 6% and it's been steadily declining. And here's another problem that happened. McLaren's racing business, founded back in like 1963, is no longer officially a part of the group. There was a consortium of private investors that took control of this back in December of 2020. It's almost like everything came together for this thing to be gutted, to be chopped up and gutted. What's going to happen to McLaren? I don't know, to be honest with you. With the wealth fund involved and, the crown prince involved and the money they have, will they make it out of this? Yeah, most likely they will. But is a lot of money going to be spent? Yes. And then they'll probably get sold to another company for a profit after they made a profit after what they spent on this. It's a tough one, I'll be honest with you. I hope McLaren makes it out of this. I really do like the car company. The W1 looks good. The Artura looks good. Should have had a V8. And we'll see what happens in the future.